Hi, my name is Kendall Mills, and I'm from Shelby County High School, which is like in Waddy, Kentucky. I played high school golf since I was in middle school. I knew I wanted to play in college, but I never really had to think about like how it was going to be once I got there, because I always, in high school, I played top 5. We didn't have many on our team. We're a small town, so it was no questions asked. Everybody played. And I got here, and we had to qualify for our spot. It was competition, and I was not ready for that. I mean, my coaches prepared me really well. I love my coaches to death. I still talk to them all the time, but I just wasn't prepared to qualify. I wasn't prepared for the pressure that it was gonna put on me. And I got here, and Campbellsville was never on my radar. I had other offers to colleges. I had my heart really set on somewhere else, but then they didn't have my major. And so that was kind of heartbreaking to me, and so I kind of just had to settle for Campbellsville. But I know that sounds bad, but I don't regret it now. I love it. I feel like this place has built me into who I am today, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Campbellsville was never on my radar. I wanted to go somewewhere else. It didn't work out. So I ended up here because the coach at the time recruited me hard, followed me at the state tournament, loved her to death. She was very personable and reached out to me and kind of talked to me like a friend. And so I felt welcomed, and then I came for a visit, and everybody was welcoming. It was like I didn't even know who they were, and they were asking how I was, how my day was, like who I was, what I was going to be playing, my major, and it just made me feel like it was like a home away from home. Like when I stepped on campus, it really did feel like a true calling. Like it felt like this is where I was supposed to be. And God works in mysterious ways, and even though I wanted to go somewhere else, maybe I didn't end up there for a very specific reason. The first week for me here at Campbellsville wasn't easy because I was such a homebody. I'd never imagined that I would go somewhere an hour and a half away, even though an hour and a half is nothing, really, but I didn't want to go anywhere an hour and a half away. And so I got here, and the first week was rough. I was ready to leave. I was ready to come home. I was crying. I wanted to be at my home church. I just wanted to be home. And my teammates and my coaches just really encouraged me and walked with me every step of the way. And even my coach, she just took me out for ice cream and talked to me about what was going on and just helped me through it and prayed with me and did whatever she had to do to make sure that I was okay. And that right there is that's what Christian is all about. It's about having kindness in your heart and a smile on your face and being nice to everybody. I didn't even know my coach. I had expected the coach to recruit me, be my coach, and then I got here and knew that the basketball coach was our new golf coach, and I was confused. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know if she knew anything about golf, and I was concerned because I had really based my decision off of coming here because of the coach. And so I was ready to leave. And then but Coach Bird was just really personable and just took me under her wing and talked to me and reached out to me and sent me Bible verses and videos, and she just really took the time to get to know me. And that's meaningful, and that will stick with me forever. Right before Thanksgiving, I was having side conversations with God, and I didn't know how to take that at all. I've been a Christian. I've grown up in a Christian household. I was baptized at 9, but one day I just started hearing God speak to me, and it made me nervous. It made me scared. I was shook. I was like, oh man, I'm hearing somebody's voice that I've never really heard before. I've talked to him and I've prayed to him, but I've never heard him talk back. And I know he's done things in my life. He does things every day, but he never specifically talked back, and he did here at Campbellsville. And he talked to me. He told me to pray for specific things on my way to class, and I was praying out loud on my way to class, and then later that day, what I had prayed for happened. And then I was walking around. My mom came for a meeting with the administration for about some of my classes, and we were going in and out of little shops down here, and I had told my mom about what was going on, and she was like, that's so good. She was like, that's cool. that not everybody has sad conversations with God. Yeah, like, you're blessed. You shouldn't be scared. And my dad was encouraging me to not be scared and to be obedient to God, because He won't continue to talk to me if I'm not obedient. And so they were just encouraging me, but they hadn't seen it for themselves. And finally, when my mom came for the meeting, she saw it herself, and the little old ladies in the store were like, you're a radiant light, or like, would you like to come to church with us? And I know when you're away from home, you need your mama. And I know that I'm not your mama and you don't even know who I am, but I'll take care of you. If you're sick, here's my number. And it was just really it was just touching. And I think that's when my mom, I had just told her like what had happened, and then she just kind of went along with it, but then she saw it firsthand. They were like, you're a radiant light. Like, I just want to be around you. Do you just want to come and do your homework? We'll help you with your homework. You just come hang out in our shop. And I was like, I don't even know who these people are. And we walked out of the store and my mom was crying. And I looked at her and I started crying. And I was like, see, it's been happening for like 3 weeks. And so then on the way home from Campbellsville, on the way home for Thanksgiving break, I heard God talk to me and tell me to rededicate my life. And I didn't know why, because I've always been a Christian, and I know I've sinned, everybody's a sinner, but I didn't know like what specific, like, I don't want people to think I'm a bad person if I go rededicate my life. Like, that's what I feel like everybody thought, like I had to have something wrong with me if I wanted to rededicate my life. And God spoke and said to rededicate my life and make sure my family went with me. And I was like, so I talked to my family, talked to my pastor, told him everything that had been happening, and I didn't want my family to rededicate my life if they didn't feel like that was what they needed to do. But if they felt the urge to and they felt led, I was gonna go no matter what. So if they wanted to come with me, then they could. And we walked down December 1st, 2019, and we all rededicated our life. And it's not because we felt like we did something wrong or something, but I was here at Campbellsville and hearing God talk to me, and it just moved me. And I feel like when I'm here, I'm just a little closer to Him. If I wasn't, like, maybe if I didn't go to a Christian university, if I had gone to somewhere else, like I had planned on going that wasn't a Christian university, this may have not happened.